What is up, flockers? That is my fellow lockers and aspiring lockers. If you're new here, I'm David J, and today we're diving into top tips for Microlocs. That's maintenance, daily care, what to expect, what not to do, and how to survive the why does this lock look like a loose slinky phase. Get comfy, grab a snack, and let's get talking about Microlocs. Number one, start with a solid foundation. Before you even get the locks installed, ask yourself, do I want twists, coils, braids, interlocks, or do I want to freestyle and let my hair surprise me? Whatever method you choose, make sure it fits your hair density, curl pattern, lifestyle, and patience level. If you're someone who gets annoyed when things take too long, maybe don't choose the most time-intensive method, which might be interlocking. We're here to grow hair, not stress ourselves out. Make sure that you document your start. So take pictures, take notes, do length checks, and record your first install date. That way, when you hit 6 months and start panicking because your hair looks like a puffy cloud, you can go back and realize, oh, this actually looks better than before. Number two, expect frizz. It is not a sign of failure. Let me tell you right now, if you're starting Microlocs and expecting them to stay neat and smooth every day, it's not gonna happen. Microlocs will frizz, they will puff, they will do the electric slide across your scalp during humidity. The frizz is your hair saying, I'm locking, I'm doing my job. Chill. Embrace it, celebrate it, because frizz equals progress. Number three, clean your scalp properly, not violently. Washing is essential. A clean scalp equals healthy locks. But some of y'all wash like you're trying to scrub off your memories. Gently cleanse your scalp on your schedule depending on your lifestyle. If you go to the gym or you sweat a lot or you live somewhere that's really hot, then you might need to rinse more often. And in the early days, be gentle with your locks like they're in witness protection. You don't want them unraveling, not after all of those hours you sat getting them installed. Use a clarifying shampoo, avoid heavy conditioners, rinse thoroughly, consider maybe even getting a scalp brush if you have a lot of buildup. But be gentle. This is not a WWE match. Number four, retighten on a schedule. Consistency is your best friend. So please listen carefully. Do not play with your retie schedule. Microlocs are small, tiny, itty bitty. If you let them grow out too long, the roots will form a committee and start twisting on their own. And it will not be cute to try and wrangle it in. Most people tend to retighten every 4 to 6 weeks if your hair grows fast. Every 6 to 8 weeks if your hair grows at the average pace, or every 10 plus weeks if you like chaos, or if your locks are already mature and they know the drill. If you DIY, make sure you know your pattern. Do not improvise. And if you go to a loctician, please go to someone who actually knows Microlocs specifically, not someone who says, I mostly do starter locks, but I can try. If your retie feels like your scalp is being pulled into next week, it's because it's too tight and you should not be blinking sideways when you leave the appointment. Number five, moisturize, but do it wisely. Microlocs love moisture, but not heavy, sticky, creamy cookie butter batter moisture. Think hydration, not potato salad. Some of the best combos could be something like rose water or a light water-based spray, aloe-based refreshener sprays, and a light oil like jojoba or grapeseed oil. Use these on your scalp first, then lightly mist your locks. You're not watering plants. You're refreshing your hair. There is a big difference. Some of y'all be out here drenching your locks with products like you're trying to baptize them. Calm down. Number six, protect your hair at night. This is not optional. Do you want your locks to stay cute? Do you want to avoid lint? Do you want to avoid waking up looking like you wrestled in a cotton field? Then satin, silk, or satin and silk if you're fancy. I don't care if you're not a bonnet person. You need to become one. Your locks will thank you, I promise. Number seven, sometimes you just need to leave your hair alone. We all love touching our hair. It's soft, it's growing, it's flowing, it's flourishing, maybe. But Microlocs are little. They don't like being pulled, twisted, flipped, rolled, flapped, and flopped all over the place, or constantly restyled. It's not a bop it toy. The more you manipulate them, the more you stress out your roots. And your roots do not like stress. They will do the most unhinged things, I promise you that. Stick to the simple styles on most days because your locks also need downtime. Number 8, buildup. It is the lock kryptonite. This one is serious, y'all. Microlocs show everything. If you use heavy butters, thick creams, creamy leave-ins, gels, etc., the stuff will move in, unpack its bags, and refuse to leave, ever. Signs that you might have buildup: you have dullness in your locks. You have white flakes that won't wash out. Or maybe you have a spongy texture to your locks and random patches that won't dry, or it seems like they take forever to dry after you've washed. So use lightweight products and clarify when you wash periodically. Number 9, special care for your ends. Oftentimes your ends will take the longest to lock. They might curl, they might just vibe and not lock for months, and that is okay. Give them extra moisture, be gentle, and let them catch up. Do not chop them off out of impatience. I know there's a lot of people out there will tell you to chop off the ends. Do not chop them off. Your ends are like the child who finishes the race last, but still gets a medal. Encourage them. Number 10, patience is the real secret sauce. Microlocs are not an overnight hairstyle. Your hair will look different every month. Month 1, you'll be saying, why are my locks so frizzy? Month 3, why do y'all shrink up like that? Dang. Month 6, wait, hold up. This is kind of cute. Month 12, oh yeah, I did that. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Your hair is unique and your process will unfold in its own way. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and also drop a comment down below telling me, where are you in your microloc journey? Which one of these tips hit you in your soul or offended your soul? And what questions would you like for me to tackle next? Thank you for watching. Stay moisturized, stay patient, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.